Hey YouTube! Welcome back. How are you? Okay, this time we can just roll through the things and we will get on with it. Okay, so first things first, make sure you are subscribed to this channel. Then hit the bell so you're notified whenever I upload here. If you're interested in full-length reactions to Doctor Who, they go up every Friday on my Patreon that is linked down below, along with a link to my main channel where you should come hang out. And last but certainly not least, leave a comment down below, but no spoilers. Okay, bye. I guess Christmas is over. Okay, Doctor Who Series 1 in the books. That's wild. Shorter seasons than it's not like a standard 22 episode thing, so that's fair. So I'm not feeling like, oh my god, because there's still a lot more. There's a lot more Doctor Who to watch, so I'm not feeling any type of way, but I was like, wow, that really did go by fast. That really did go by fast. So if you're new here and this is your first show you're watching with me, first of all, hi. I hope you've been having fun. Second of all, after the season, we just kind of chat about it. I'm not going to talk long. It's, first of all, a shorter season. Second of all, I kind of just yap about the things I like about episodes and stuff after the episodes. But it just feels like graduation. I got some thoughts. I got some things I loved, things I didn't love, some fave episodes, and some predictions. And then we do a quick little Q&A, and we're going to watch the thing. It's like a short. I don't know. I have it saved. I have the post saved where it is. I was supposed to watch it before the Christmas invasion, and I didn't, even though you all literally reminded me multiple times extremely nicely, just like, hey, watch this before you watch this. And I was like, okay. And then I didn't, because like I said, I'm just a girl. I have no idea what I'm doing or what order things are supposed to be in, because I think this wrap up probably would make more sense even before the Christmas invasion, right? Or what are we thinking? Yeah, I think so. I don't know. You guys let me know for season 2. Anyway, we're just going to chat do a quick Q&A, and then watch the little thing that I missed, and we'll call it a day. So get cozy. It's so cold here. So I've got my big blanket today. And of course we have a bevy. Let's bevy check. Hang on, I just need to tuck it back in because the cold air gets to the side. You know how the sides of my chair are open. I gotta tuck myself in. Okay, bevy check. Okay, some quick little overall thoughts. My first bullet is just, I loved it. I loved this season. I love the show so far. I went in so blind, apparently, not knowing anything except for what child me had made up in my head. And I don't know, I just thinking Doctor Who, I literally was thinking some sort of medical doctor or psychologist doctor. I did not expect time travel, aliens, or anything else. I just didn't. What a shock to the system that was. Now I'm going back to episode 1. There was fucking mannequins coming to life and shit. I didn't like that. But I was like, this was nothing like I thought in my head, and it's so much better than I could have ever imagined. And I was pretty much bought right in. It's kind of camp. I put kind of camp, kind of goofy, and I love it. Because it is a little camp. It's of its time, but I also think it's pretty awesome. And I just needed aliens in my life. But I didn't know that I needed aliens that kind of look like humans and have cute ears. I didn't know that part. So that was a new personal discovery of mine. But I love Rose and the Doctor. Obviously, we'll talk about them a million times throughout this thing, but I did note them. And I just think that exploring all these different themes that we went through and using time travel to do so is so cool. Very cool. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. So. I hate putting things I didn't love, because it's I think I've said this before, but this isn't a fucking job review. Okay. I don't want to make some things up. just to have a downside. Because even the things I have here, like, it doesn't mean that I didn't, like, okay, so I put the farting aliens, LOL. But it's like, so I actually liked the story. Like, them and the politicians and all of that, and like the invasion was good. It was just that the farting I didn't love. And then I put like the empty child. But again, I did like those episodes. I just didn't like that little kid with the mask and the saying mommy like that. Fuck, freaked me out. Oh, and then, yeah, okay, so I did put The Unquiet Dead. And I think maybe just because, well, because it also freaked me out. But like the overall ending of it, maybe the theme of the episode kind of got lost, or maybe they were going for that narrative and I just don't align with it. But honestly, The Unquiet Dead, like, probably my least favorite episode. But also, I liked it because it was funny, and the Charles Dickens thing was funny. Like, I think there's a little bit to love in everything. Okay, things I did love. Now this is longer. Oh my god, I wish I would go through, because I just write these like as I'm going through things in my head. And then I wish, hey, future me, go back and reorganize them in the order you want to talk about them, because this is not the order I want to talk about them. I have the Rose and the Doctor at the top, and it's like, that should be the last thing, right? Because it's like, probably going to talk about that the most. Let's remember to come back up. We'll start with some of the smaller stuff. Okay, I liked like some of the sets. Actually, I really liked the TARDIS, because that's not what I thought it would look like on the inside when we first went in there. I knew it was going to be like huge, like much bigger. Like, it wasn't just going to look like a fucking phone booth or whatever that thing is, a cop booth, whatever. But I didn't think it'd be so interesting. I think that wherever we go, whether it's like future, kind of present, or the past, I feel like I'm there. You know what I mean? Even if it's like kind of dated. Like, could we, thinking of like the end of the world, could we have maybe some different looking aliens? Probably, but I liked those ones. I like the chubby guy. I like the tree girly. And even the skin stretcher girly. Miss Moisturizer or whatever the fuck. They're interesting. They're all very cool designed. I think they're cool. I also really like the humor of it. I'm not British, but I guess I kind of love British humor. I think it's funny. I like do find myself kind of laughing and crying all at once sometimes, you know? I also really loved our kind of secondary characters and how they feel like, obviously it's like the Doctor and Rose. Those are our main girlies, right? But our other characters still feel like they got these little arcs. They're interesting. Like, Rose's mom is so interesting to me. I love their relationship. I love to see her relationship and how it, like, the rocky relationship with the Doctor, and then how at the end it just like kind of, they get each other, you know? And then even in Christmas Invasion, when she was like by his bedside, like, I think it's really sweet. But I also like how they just kind of explored her, I guess hesitancy would be the right word, with the Doctor, right? Who is this strange man with the cute ears coming in, taking my daughter away. She's been missing for a year. That was wild. That was a wild one. I can't even go there. Can't even think of the missing posters scattered everywhere. No. You know, and then we see the moments with like her, I think it was the alien invasion when they were talking over the phone and he said he can't protect Rose. All of these things. And then like, everything her mom does, at least to me, made sense. Like, you know, like, that's her baby girl. And so I like how we got to kind of see her mom's evolution with this whole thing, and how I still don't even think she like fully wants this for Rose. Maybe like, I just think she'd probably prefer her to just maybe chill, maybe settle down with Mickey, you know. But how she supports her anyway. And speaking of Mickey, our little cat Mickey, who just comes at the sound of the bell for his cat treats. I adore him. I do I adore him. He's kind of cute. I also like his relationship with the doctor and how we kind of got to see that grow in their common understanding of each other, and how, both Mickey and Rose's mom, her name's Jackie, right? Yeah, Jackie, come to this like common understanding too, that like when they help Rose in the finale with the truck and everything, after being so uncertain about everything, they just realize, and even like being happy that she's back and they're sitting at the restaurant, but they know that like her mind elsewhere, and they just help her. I do love them. See, like, they're so sweet. And like overall, we don't get a ton of time with them. Like we do, but we don't, So I think them having that kind of growth in the amount of time that we saw them, pretty awesome. But even just like our other kind of character, like Harriet, it's kind of funny. And the farting alien girly, and how she came back for the other episode, and then we got to see her little arc. Like, yeah, I just feel like none of the characters are really gone to waste. So let's talk about Jack, shall we? Captain Jack Harkness, my bisexual king. I adore him. I think he's so funny. I thought it was very cool how he was introduced to us, and then to have him kind of come along with us for a little bit. And I miss him. But he's funny, and he's like, he just understands things. And he was just willing to kind of sacrifice himself. He's awesome. I love him so much. I think he's such a cool character. And I like how he came after, there was another guy, I forgot his name, but remember at first when I was like, oh my God, are we going to have a third? And we kind of got to show him the ropes in the news one. It was the news one. And then he's not cut out for it. And I thought that episode was like showing us kind of like exploring the idea of a bigger group, a bigger team, and then just kind of showing us that like maybe it's just meant for two. But then we met Jack. And he was fucking awesome. He's great. So, I don't know. I miss him. And I love him. And I just wanted to give him his flowers and his own little section. He's in all caps. I need you to just also know that. Okay, I loved how it's, like, I know that this is not the original Doctor Who. What do you guys call it? It's original Who? Classic Who. There's Classic Who. This was a show before this. But still, like, for a series 1 or season 1, whatever the hell, it felt very, like, cohesive. It felt very, like, well thought out in a few ways. Like, obviously, all the little things we learned along the way with the Time War and then the Daleks, Bad Wolf, how all of that stuff comes together at the end, and we were just kind of given little pieces. But I also thought it was really cool how, at least for like a first-time viewer, I'm learning about all of this stuff right alongside Rose, right? We see everything through Rose, and I love that. But we're learning about all this stuff. And then I have questions. I found myself like having questions and being like, well, what about this? Well, what about that? And then it just felt like the next episode, or maybe the episode after, that was answered. It was like they knew exactly all of the things we'd be thinking, and they just kind of like give us answers along the way. And I was like, yeah. Like I'm thinking about the Time War thing and his family, and how doesn't his family kind of still exist in the past, and why hasn't he gone, like, would he want to go see them? And then like we get that answer. That was in Father's Day, right? When he was like, don't you think I want to go see my family? So yeah, if I was like, it's like they know what I'm thinking. That's like literally the point of a TV show, is to like make sure that you answer the questions of your audience is going to have. But I don't care. It was really, sometimes they would literally be the next episode. I'm like, okay, well that makes sense then, doesn't it? I even just liked how each of the episodes progressed. Like obviously the first episode, fun, exciting, minus the mannequins, but we dove right in. We're learning all of this stuff. The doctor comes. He's charming. It's like all this thing, and then Rose goes in at the end, you know? And we're like, yeah, okay, we're going on this adventure together. And then like the next episode is like, but did we think about this really all the way through? What are we doing? We're just on a spaceship with a man with cute ears. Maybe we should have thought about this. Like, it just makes so much sense. I also love how the second episode, we literally go to the end of the world. I don't know why that was so fucking perfect. It just was. It's like, yeah, if you're going to go anywhere, space travel, you're going to go to the end of the world. And then, of course, you go to the end of the world. Then what are you going to do next? You have to go to the past. And I just like how that kind of went in that order. Yeah, it just felt cohesive. It felt like every episode kind of grew from the last episode. Yeah. Okay, we're going back up because we do have to talk about Rose and the doctor, obviously. But, I mean, we have to save them for last. They're literally our main girlies. I love them. I love them. I love Rose and how, like I said, we see and we learn everything through her. She's like us, right? And I love like her questioning, her learning, and just how I love the contrast of them too. You know, someone who's been doing this for however long and is however old and maybe has like more knowledge, but maybe could also be stuck in certain ways of thought, compared to like Rose, who's new at this but could also maybe be a little bit naive, but also can maybe offer different perspectives. Like, it's so perfect. It's so perfect. It's the perfect duo, and I love it. I live for their moments together. Every single time they hold hands, an angel gains its wings, okay? Every single time they hold hands or they look at each other and laugh, I'm reborn. Personally. All the heartwarming moments we get to see with them, seeing their relationship just like slowly but surely grow, them understanding each other. I'm gonna cry, I guess, apparently right now. But also because I'm thinking, you know why? So I'm thinking about that stupid fucking finale when he's like, we could run away, and she's like, you never would. And he's like, yeah, but you could ask. Like, just they get each other, you know? I love them. Yeah. I love, like, under Rose, I put, like, how relatable she is. And how she leads with empathy. And just how we see her grow and take this on. And then all of a sudden she's looking into the heart or the eye. Why do I always think, why can't I remember if it's the heart or the eye of the TARDIS? I think it's the heart. That makes more sense. But why does eye always come up whenever I'm thinking about that moment? Anyway, to seeing her just kind of be this, like, jumping into this whole new world, I guess you could say, to her being able to help save the world is quite the journey. And the doctor, who I have learned is the 9th Doctor, and there's others, but we'll talk about that later. We're going to talk about this doctor. I think he's so funny. I think he's so wonderfully weird. The close-ups of his face actually, like, make me melt. We know exactly how I feel about his ears and his kind little face. And I'm still struggling with the fact that I'm not going to get to see that face again. I know I'm going to grow to love this face. Cyburns face, I know I'm going to grow to love him. Of course I will. But I am just struggling right now, okay? I feel like I'm kind of like going through a breakup a little bit. So it's nothing against this new 10th Doctor. It's just that I have a real soft spot for this man. And I know it's like also probably just recency bias. He's the only Doctor face I've known so far, so I know I'll get there. But you have to just let me mourn him, okay? Because he's so sweet. And it's still him. He just got a face transplant. Whole body transplant. He's just a different body. He's regurgitated. That's not the word. That's not the word at all. Regurgitated? It's not reborn either. Holy fuck. Regeneration. What did I say? Regurgitated? Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, but it's still him. But he's a little different. But it is a new face to get to, like, I do think this is going to be interesting because it's like in my head I know, okay, it's just the same doctor. And like they took each other's hands and I'm ready to go. But it feels different, so I feel like I need to warm up to this guy again. I wonder if that's how the season is going to feel as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, kind of got to grow to love him, or do you just already love him? You know, probably a little bit of both, I guess, right? But yeah, so overall, I'm a big fan. That's going to come as no surprise. I know that. But yeah, I've had so much fun. Even like I said, in some of the episodes where I'm like, maybe there's a few things that either freak me out or that I'm like just not vibing with. There are things that I am vibing with about it. And I like how they really dive into certain themes like our media and what we're consuming, and just like even the conversation about capital punishment and what that means. And you know, like, it's all some in-depth stuff covered with like funny British jokes and goofy aliens, and I love it. Like, I love that. Sometimes when I do these things, I feel like I'm preaching to the choir because, like, you guys get it. That's literally why you're here. But I need you to know that how much I like it too, okay? Okay. Let's do some favorite episodes. I put The End of the World. I really liked that one. I think because it was like so exciting, my first time travel, if you will, and it was to the end of the world and into the future, and there was fun aliens and cool robot spiders, and I was like, what is happening right now? Where has this show been my whole life? Like, I just remember sitting there after the episode being like, what the fuck? But I also remember it being like a really, obviously that was when we first learned that he was like the last of his kind, and that it was like, I wish I could remember what that tree girlie said because it was so beautiful. She's like, it's something like, it's a miracle you even exist at all. And like, I can remember his face, and like, I could cry again. I love that so much. So we learned that about him. We got some real intense like moments with him and Rose, and just a good episode all around. Obviously, Dalek was so good. And I think, I don't know, I'm pretty sure I said, like, I like how the Dalek stuff kind of like was planted all throughout, and then for that to be how it like all comes together in the end. Yeah, I literally said that, and I'll literally talk about it again. But anyway, I liked the episode Dalek because we learned about them and this like arch nemesis basically of our doctor. And it was also that moment where Rose just kind of was like, she's more empathetic, and she kind of like tries to think of other ways of things, and maybe the doctor is a little bit like more solid in his ways. And I thought that was so good. It was a good episode, honestly, all around. I did also write Father's Day, even though I'm pretty sure I just cried the whole episode through. But like, if we're going to talk time travel and you've had something happen in your life, I'm not going to cry talking about Father's Day right now. Come on, emotions. Keep it together for a minute, okay? Just for a minute. But if we're talking time travel and you've had this moment in your life that you've always thought about that is just something you wish went a little differently for someone or something, or yourself, whatever. Like, I like that it explored the idea of like, I want to go back and see my dad. Like, of course you would. And that's why I was thinking about him too. Like, I was like, when you go back and see your family and they address that, and like, well done. Plus, I think there was dragons in there. I don't really know what they were, but they looked like dragons. And I'm like, let's fucking go. So, but we also learned a lot about time travel in that one when they had to redo it and then they saw them time traveling and like how that fucked everything up. That fucked everything right up. Yeah, that was such a good episode. Again, like I said, I think I just cried the whole way through, but like really good episode. And then, of course, Bad Wolf and the Parting of Ways. I still think about how excited I was at the beginning of the episode where I thought that we were in game shows, and I thought it was going to be a funny little episode about reality TV and, you know, how it's kind of mush. And I love Big Brother. And they said diary room, and I was like, you're fucking joking. Yeah, still thinking about how I really thought that's how that episode was gonna go, and boy was I ever wrong. But honestly, the Bad Wolf and the Parting of Ways, like those last two episodes were so perfectly done, so good. I love all of it. I'm still thinking about like Jack. I'm thinking about Jack and how he didn't even hesitate for anything, and how his before he was brought back to life, you know, his last words were a little joke. I think that's so funny. Obviously, all of this happening and then Rose being sent back, the way the doctor tricked her, only for her to like fight tooth and nail to make sure that she got back. Oh my god. Like what a perfect finale. Plus all the Daleks, like of course it's the Daleks and how they were gold. Like everything was so gold. And there were so many of them and how it felt so doomful. I didn't put in things I love the music. I talk about it every episode. I love the music. Okay, we're going back there. I love the music. Like it's so perfect. Some of it is so goofy, but the sounds, like, because it's like I'm listening with my headphones, everything's right in there, right? And so all the little are so satisfying, but also just the emotion it pulls from it is so good. Like, some of the best music in TV, like, for sure. I love it so much. I think I point it out every time. I'm like, oh my God, the music. And in the finale, the music felt so doomful. Like, I say this a lot. Like, there's certain things that like you're just aware of. Like, main characters probably aren't gonna die. You know, especially in like a season 1 of something. And like, whenever you're watching a show, you're like aware that the worst of it is probably not going to happen, but they're trying to make you believe it could. And there's always a part of my brain that's like doesn't quite let go of the fact that it can't. But if you can get the emotion there, you can feel like it sometimes, and like the music helps with that. Like it really did feel so doomful. I was like, well, we're fucked. Even though it's like I know we're not going to be fucked and somehow the day's going to be saved, but in that moment I'm like, no, we're fucked. We're actually fucked because of the music and those slight music changes. Yeah. Yeah. You know what one of my favorite ones was the episode where we thought we just went back to the present time, but we were a year different. Oopsies. And Rose was like running because she was excited to go up and see her mom. And the music was like this, like, like it was like exciting. And she's running up the stairwell and she takes one turn and all of a sudden it just drops a little bit. The music just drops a little bit and my stomach went down and I was like, what happened? Like, what's wrong? It just, it's so good. It's so good. Okay, you guys get it. Anyway, yep, loved both those episodes. And then I also, at the end, put, does Christmas Invasion count for a season 1 episode? I think it's like a season 2. I don't get it. I don't know what to do or where I should put it, but I loved the Christmas Invasion a lot. I think it was really good. I think I learned a lot about regurgitation. And I also just like in that episode, Rose, again, she feels like us. When at the end, when the doctor was like, are you coming? She's like, I don't know. Like, yeah, what are we going to do? And I was like, the same thing. I know you're the doctor and we're going, right? But it feels a little different. Yeah. I liked the Christmas Invasion. I can't believe we get Christmas specials. I'm gonna fucking put my tree back up. I don't even care. Okay, I had a hard time thinking, so we're doing predictions now. I had a hard time thinking about predictions and what I thought was going to happen in season 2. I don't have any like great ones, but I have a couple. I wrote Rose, like Rose just making bigger decisions. It's going to be very interesting because Rose isn't the rookie anymore. You know what I mean? Like, she's not just this naive young woman, you know, the first timer out here. She's seen some shit. She's been through some shit. And she's learned some shit. So it's going to be really cool to see what's her next stage. Like, she's really, truly not the rookie anymore. And yeah, I also wonder, like, what her and the doctor, like, I struggle so much with it. I really am excited to get into season 2 because I'm like, my brain always wants to go to like, it's a new doctor, but it's not. But it like is, but it's like not. Oh my God. I have to get over it, but I can't. And you have to let me. I also put maybe Jack makes a return. I think Jack should come back and hang out with us for a little bit. An episode or two, you know. Maybe we'll run into him again in some other time. But maybe Jack will come back. Come back. Like, he's not dropping to the bottom of the ocean, okay? He needs to come back to this Rose and just hang out. Have a drink. A little dance, maybe. And then I wrote, maybe Rose brings her mom. Because, like I said, I do love how her mom's understanding of this has kind of come around. But, like, maybe we could take mom and just show her the gentler side of things. Even though, but it's not ever really gentle. It's kind of always dangerous, isn't it? But I don't know. I was like, maybe she thinks if she brings her mom and her mom sees something, like, outside of just, you know, aliens and crashing into the Big Ben type thing, that maybe she'll get it. I don't know. Or like Mickey? I don't know. And then I wrote Daleks. I know that like they should be gone, but I feel like the Daleks are built up so well. You know why I'm thinking this way? Because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Because to me, they feel like Hydra. And Hydra's so pesky. And right when you think you get rid of them, they're always there. And I feel like they feel like the Hydra of Doctor Who. Like the Daleks do. I feel like that's probably not the last we've seen of them. I think they're going to be a little pesky. You know? Okay, let's do a quick little Q&A. This is my favorite part of these. I like doing these. Okay. What are you going to miss the most about the 9th Doctor? Christopher Eccleston? Is that how you say that? Eccleston? Chris's Doctor. What am I going to miss the most? Right now it feels like everything. Like, aside from his ears and his little smile, I think he was like a really good actor. I do like how kind of goofy he was, but how he feels non-threatening. You know what I mean? He really does feel like I would probably just jump into a spaceship with him. I didn't question that Rose doing that at all. He's just got a way of emotions, and I feel them so much. Whenever I talk about those stupid zoom-ins on his face, it's because I'm like, they're trying to make me feel everything he is, and it's working. And so I'm really interested to see this new Doctor. Like, what am I going to like about him? You know? About his face. It's going to be interesting. Okay. Place the TARDIS landed you would like to visit. Anywhere in the future that isn't like Philadelphia or wherever we went that one time. I was like, was it Philadelphia? No, I don't think it was. Any other planet, for sure. Favorite Rose moments? Oh, like all of them. Oh my gosh, when she said she wanted to go get chips. That for sure. Also like her with the Dalek and the just like her empathizing with him. Oh my god, I'm not for some reason I'm thinking of all of the moments she cried and made me want to cry. And I'm like, yeah, totally girl. But also her floating through the air with her like big British shirt. That was funny as hell. Um yeah, oh my gosh, there's so many good Rose moments. Okay, and your favorite one episode character? The chubby little alien from the end of the world as like a joke, but for real, the tree girly from that same episode. She was like so calming and like beautiful. And she's a tree, but I also felt all the emotion. Like when she did say that to the doctor about how it's a miracle that he's still alive, I like felt that in my soul. And then she sacrificed herself for him. And I love her. I adore her. So her. Because Jack was way more than one episode. So yeah, he doesn't get the one episode character. So her. Okay, which season one foe would you like to see return? Reminder. Oh my god, thank you for all of the reminders. This is so fucking helpful. Okay. No, 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 yes. What's Jag? Oh, no. No. And definitely not the fucking empty child. I don't. No more. No more kids saying scary things. I'm going to say, well, Daleks, because I do think that they're like well established and the rivalry is clearly there. So I think they're pesky. I think they will return. But like Cassandra would be funny. Okay, I know you went into this fairly blind, but what did you find most surprising about the experience? Probably all of it because it was just not not at all what I was thinking that it would be. But well, after I learned that it was like time traveling and aliens, I guess I would say I was most surprised about how well they tackle different themes. Cuz it is just as like it feels like it's just a campy, silly little time traveling show, but everything is so like well thought out and like dove into. So I guess that would be my most surprising, aside from the fact that it's about time travel and aliens at all. Was there any place with Rose and the Ninth Doctor you wish they'd stayed longer? And what if I say the Big Brother house? Like, what if I say that I wish that there was an episode where the Doctor was in the Big Brother house and it didn't end, it wasn't to the death, just kind of funny. I don't know. I feel like we stay as long as we need to stay. And that's probably for the best. What kind of stuff do you hope to see in the future? More companions, backstory, wildest alien design, predictions? Okay, the companion stuff, let's talk about it a little bit because what was her name? Something with a Y. I thought that she was like going to be a new companion, and little did I know we were going to get a new doctor, but not really a new doctor, but a new Doctor face instead. But I don't know that I don't know. I guess it's really early on. I'm sure a new companion could make sense eventually, but it'll always have to be Rose, the Doctor, plus one, right? But for backstory, see, these stupid Daleks keep coming up because I think we got a lot of backstory about it and all of that, but, and the Time War and everything, we got a lot of information on that, but like, I think there's more there. Also, like, just more of Rose's backstory and even her mom's. Like, her mom is so interesting to me. I really do like her. I think she's funny. So, yeah. And then obviously, I guess anyone new we meet. Wildest alien design predictions. I did this when I first watched Buffy. I like said this list of like villains that I wanted to just see because it was like kind of crazy. So yeah, I want one that looks like a shark but walks Is that from Buffy? All roads. But I always want anything that's like a shark or a dragon, which we kind of already got the dragon thing already, which is like in the first season. Bravo. What about we've got like a stretched out skin one already, which is already wild. And we've got trees. What about squirrels? Squirrels would be fun. Anything that glows, like flubber glows. You know, like a flubber one. Flubber would be so fun. Also, I think it would be kind of funny to see an alien that's like the stereotypical alien that we see. You know, with the head like that, and then the little body, and then the eyes. Because that would just be kind of funny if they existed somewhere out there, you know. Okay, maybe a starfish. Just all the ocean animals I can think of. Okay, and 2, did you know about regeneration before going into the show, or did you just think they were recast or something? And what was going through your head when 9 regenerated into 10? Okay, no, I didn't know about the regeneration. And now that I do, it makes a bit more sense to me, because I thought that the Doctor was a very specific man. When I thought Doctor Who, I thought of the guy with the strong eyebrow bone. So now I'm assuming he does come into play eventually. But when it wasn't him, like episode 1, when it wasn't him, I just forgot about him. I was like, oh, okay, well, I must have been thinking of a different show. And I have seen the current, like, just, I guess, poster, thumbnail, whatever, on Disney Plus of, like, whatever's currently going on there. And so I know it's a different guy and a different girl. But what I thought about that was just that it's so many years later that obviously it's just new people. So I didn't know that, like, there's all these different people. I didn't even think about it. But now I have to think about it. And now you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it again, I'm kind of a little excited to see this, like, brow bone guy. Because it'll feel complete. Like, oh, that's who I thought this show was about. What was going through my head when 9 regenerated into 10? I don't know. I don't know. Shock. I wasn't sure what was happening. I thought it was someone different, obviously. I was like, who is this? And what did they do with my doctor? But then he did the new teeth thing. And so that's what fucked me all up, and how my brain just like, what the hell is going on? Because, oh, new teeth. And I was like, okay, so it is him. And then I just paced about it for a while. I'm like, is that my man or not? Like, what is happening here? Confusion. I was literally that meme. I was like, I had no idea what the hell was going on or why it was happening. That was quite the experience to not understand. Okay, and then if the TARDIS suddenly materialized next to you and the Doctor gave you 30 seconds to choose to go with him or not, what would you do? Which Doctor? The one with the ears? I'm already inside. Before he finishes asking, I'm already inside, and he, you know, or is the new guy? The new guy? The new guy's going, we could go there, or there, or there. And I'd be like, let's get in the TARDIS. I'm cold. Like, I'm always cold, and like, sure, whatever. Metaphorically, we can go anywhere. Let's just go. Let's go. I'm already going. See what I mean? I understand Rose. Like, we'll question it later, you know? Inside, when we're warm, then we can question our decisions. That was fun. Is that all of them? That was fun. Oh my gosh, I really do like this show. Like, it's just fun. It's fun, but it's like sad too. I'm laughing, I'm crying, I'm thinking, and I get aliens. Like, I don't know if you understand just how important that is to my daily life, weekly life, because it's once a week. But I think about the show daily, so. Okay, let's watch this thing. I'm excited. Okay, so this I was supposed to watch before Christmas Invasion. Sorry, gotta get my headphones. It's just like a mini thing. Mini-sode? That's what we'll call it that. We'll call it a mini-sode. Also, very valid concern brought up about me watching a YouTube video because it'll teach the algorithm that I like this stuff and that I want to see this stuff. Very valid. I have systems in place for this. It's not even a system. It's because when I watched Buffy, like obviously my homepage kept thinking I wanted to watch Buffy, but I don't because I didn't want spoilers. So whenever I'm sent something that I don't want my algorithm to know that I like, I watch on my Darcy's Watching Stuff channel because I never see that homepage ever. Because if I go upload something, I just go to the YouTube studio and Darcy's not here, and then I switch over to Darcy's Watching Stuff and it takes me right to the YouTube studio, and then I just upload from there. So I never see that homepage because that homepage thinks I like Buffy and Angel and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and probably Doctor Who. So I never go there. So that's what I do if I need to watch something that the algorithm that I don't want to show up on my main homepage, because my Darcy's not here is where I watch my YouTube. So valid concern, but you can send me YouTube things. And then when I want my algorithm to know I like it, like when I finished Buffy, I watched all the edits on my main channel and now they show up in my feed. So got it covered. So don't feel bad sending me YouTube stuff. I'll watch it just on the other channel. Don't send me TikToks though, because I only have one TikTok, one algorithm. So okay, we're losing daylight, baby. It's literally 3:42. I like it though. I'm not complaining. I like when it's dark. Just always. That's more my vibe. Okay. Doctor Who Born Again Children in Need Special 2005.
My temple and we shall rise.
Oh, look at you. Okay, wait. I just wanted to say one more thing because maybe I should have put this under things I don't love. I can't understand the robots. Like I have such a hard time with the Daleks and the robot, the goodbye one. It's so fuzzy and I can't understand every word. So I'm like just trying to get the gist. And then I just rely heavily on Rose and the doctor to react so that I know what's going on. And see, like, I don't know what that said. And oh my God, look at his face. He's back. Because I was supposed to watch this beforehand, but we don't talk about that. The order of things in here.
The earth with fire.
Something about fire.
Exterminated.
Exterminated. Got that. Oh my God, you're bringing me back here.
To the TARDIS.
Yeah.
I can see the whole of time and space, and I divide them.
Add that to my favorite Rose moments. It's pretty.
I absorbed all the energy of the time vortex, and no one's meant to do that.
Oh my God, I can't believe I have to watch this again.
Hello. Okay. New teeth. That's weird. So where was I? Barcelona.
Just like, can't believe, just had to go back there for a minute.
Hair! I'm not bald. What, sideburns? Oh, really bad skin. What do you think?
Who are you?
I'm the doctor.
She's like, what kind of Freaky Friday shit is this?
I'm warning you. Send the doctor back right now.
Still me.
It's like a snake shedding its skin, maybe? I don't know.
I took your hand.
Doctor.
Hello. Oh, we never stopped, did we? Cancel Barcelona, London, the Powell Estate. Let's say 24th December.
I wasn't.
You smiled.
I didn't.
Oh, come on. All I did was change. I didn't see.
Okay. I was like, yeah, and then it like just comes through. Ads on that channel are always funny because I never know what to expect is coming up there. Okay, I see. So if I would have watched that in the correct time, I would have been a little less confused at the beginning of the episode. But I think it's like fine. I got there. I figured it out. But when he was like, I took your hand, I'm like, I know. Okay, cute. Well, oh my gosh. Doctor Who Series 1 in the books. It's done. We did it. That was so much fun. I genuinely had a blast. Even through tears. A blast. But okay, we will wrap up this little wrap up here. Thank you so much for watching along with me. I know there's a lot of new people here too. And this is like the first show you're watching with me, which is super fun. How many times am I going to say it? I had the best fucking time. I love this so much. I love Fridays. I look forward to just a little dose of Alien. You know, it really is exactly what I needed in my life. So, but as always, I will see you next time. Bye.